Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Geetha Upadhyaya, the Artistic Director of Kala Sangam. A very, very warm welcome to you all, the Lady Mayor and the Lady Mayoress and the Lord Mayor. I'd just like to invite Abhirami Devanayagam and Meenakshi Devanayagam, my students, who performed for you, and I'd like to thank them with a small gift. Both of them are homegrown Yorkshire products. And so I hope we have many more of their dancing events in this beautiful building. Thank you very much for coming today. And I would like first to welcome our chair, Purnima Tanuku, who is the Chief Executive of National Day Nursery Association, based in Huddersfield. And Purnima ji has extensive experience in this area, but also in the capital projects, because she herself has acquired a brand new building for this venue. She actually came to Kala Sangam as my dance student, and in Manchester many, many years ago, and then became a trustee of Kala Sangam and is now the chair of Kala Sangam. I invite Purnima ji to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Dr. Geetha ji. And it just shows, the attraction of Kala Sangam. I came as a dancer and a student, and I'm still here 12 years later. Good evening, everybody, and it's my great pleasure to welcome you all. Very warm welcome to Lord Mayor and Mayoress, Councillor Robin Owens and Mrs. Owens, and all our other guests. Very warm welcome on a very cold day, I'm afraid, today. But thank you for being with us today, because this is really the key milestone in the development of Kala Sangam. I think those of you who know the organisation from the very beginning, it's taken us a long time to get this far, to be here in this wonderful new building, which is actually a new home for Kala Sangam. And we are based in the north, and we're proud of to be based in the north of England, and also we're the first South Asian organisation to actually have a home in this part of the city, and we're very proud of that, and it's a very proud moment for all of us, trustees, staff, all our partners who've been with us in this long journey for quite a long time. And I think it's a wonderful moment for us, and I'm really pleased that you're able to share this moment with us today. We've got a program today, and Dr. Geetha is going to announce what's going to happen next, and we will have food upstairs as well afterwards. So I hope that you will all enjoy today's performance, and also enjoy the event, which is really is the kind of a new beginning for Kala Sangam. Having got this far, this is a major challenge for us. I think the next steps are to actually make this centre a really vibrant academy for South Asian art, not just for the north of England, but across the whole of the UK as well. So very welcome to you all, and thank you very much for being with us today.
Thanks very much, Purnima ji. A big support and a strength to me through all these years. We've been together nearly 10 years, I think. I have a wonderful person here. Although he's a friend, we fall out a lot more than we're friends, I think. But that's the beauty of that relationship. It's a great love-hate relationship we have. A tower of strength, somebody who has really championed this project and brought it to this level. An architect by profession, now retired and enjoying golf and the sea and, sailing around the world, Mr. Les Webb, who has really brought us to where we are today. He's a trustee of our company, and he heads this capital project, and I invite him to say a few words.
Thank you, Geetha. Lord Mayor, Lady Mayoress, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to St Peter's House. Welcome to the home of Kala Sangam. My job this evening is just to tell you a few things about what's going on, about St Peter's House, and some of our plans for the future. Sorry. First of all, the house, the building itself, St Peter's. St Peter's is a Grade 2 listed building. It was designed by an architect called Sir Henry Tanner. Not many people know that. Built in 1886 as a general post office. And I hope this evening you'll have the opportunity of looking round the building and exploring it. At the moment, the ground floor is leased to the local authority as a training centre. This floor and the floor above will be used by Kala Sangam. On this floor, we have this main performance area. This area is going to be 4 performances. We have 2 wings to the building. The south wing, which unfortunately is closed off tonight because there are great holes in the floor and we didn't want to lose any of you. But that will be Kala Sangam's offices, and the north wing and the foyer will become workshops and classroom areas. We hope to move into the offices in January. Above this, there is a mezzanine level where there is a commercial kitchen, fully equipped, which we hope to bring back into use. And above the kitchen and up in the top of the building, we have a wonderful room, again to be used for workshops, which has great views over the city. Please go up and have a look. It has a wonderful view over the nature reserve that we have outside the building. I'm told that the Regeneration's horoscope says there's going to be a retail park there someday. Let's hope that's sooner rather than later. But we have a wonderful view of what's going on outside. As you can see, there's still an awful lot of work to be done. In January, we start a programme of the major roof repairs and guttering. We'll be putting in a ramp for disabled access in the entrance you've come in tonight, and there'll be a lift bringing everybody up to first floor, which links to the existing lift. This we have money for. We own the building, we have money to do all this work. Unfortunately, we don't have the money to fully equip this room or some of the workspaces, but hopefully that will come in time. I'm pleased to say that throughout all the problems that the capital project has caused and all the disruption, Kala Sangam has continued to grow, which I think has been a great achievement. We know a number of art projects where the capital project has taken over and it almost destroyed the organisation itself. That has not been the case with Kala Sangam. The staff have worked very hard, continuing working with communities all over the north of England. This outreach work obviously will continue, but now we have a base in which to operate. Our vision is that this time next year, St Peter's House will be full of people and activity, in line with our mission statement, which is to bring people together through South Asian art. I will leave the thanks to Geetha, but I must mention the Arts Council, without whose support and guidance we would not be here this evening. At the same time, without Dr. Geetha's passion and drive, we wouldn't be here either. She has driven this project. She's driven me. She's driven me mad on many occasions. For such a petite lady, she has a hell of a punch. Metaphorically speaking, that is. We've yet to come to blows, but it's been close. However, she has a vision. She has a vision for Kala Sangam, and I hope that the move into St Peter's is one step nearer achieving that vision.
Thank you, Les. I'm sure we can make him a lot happier. But is he gone? Has he left? That's fine then. I can say what I want. He loves this mulled wine and all sorts of things, so he'll be in happy mood today. As Les mentioned, we couldn't have come here without the support of the Arts Council. And they have supported us not just with the capital project, right from the time we started off, and then made us a regularly funded organization, and it has led up to this. And I'd like to now invite Andy Carver, who has been heading this as well, the Chief Executive of the Arts Council, Executive Director of Arts Council, that's the right title, who has known the work of Kala Sangam for long. And may I please invite Andy to say a few words.
Thank you very much. I was at a wedding the other day where one of the speakers got up and quoted a senior executive from Ferrari whose watchwords for when doing a presentation were 1, be knowledgeable, 2, be informative, but 3, most of all, be brief. Well, I've got an ambition to be one of those tonight, which is I'm going to be very brief. It seems like a very long time ago that the Arts Council first approved the capital allocation for Kala Sangam, and to say that it's been a long and tortuous road would probably be the classic English understatement. So it's just absolutely fantastic that tonight we're all here in this building. Clearly the organisation can move in at an office level quite shortly. There is work to be done, but just to be here and to see the scale of the building and the potential for it really is just fantastic. And I think possibly there might have been moments, Geetha, when you thought this moment wouldn't have come, but we're all really glad that we've stuck with it. And I think we've also stuck with it, as Geetha said, because having a building is one thing, but actually having the art that goes in it and being able to inspire our communities to engage in that creative process requires people, it requires that energy, and that requires regular revenue money. And we're really pleased as the Arts Council that we've also been able to do that we've been able to step change the amount of support we've given to Kala Sangam over the past couple of years in anticipation of this. And I'm very pleased to say that this week we've been able to confirm that we will be supporting that for another 3 years at the same level. And I think that's really important, that organisations can have some sense of a planned future, particularly at a step change moment like this moving into a building. So I'd just like to pay my tribute to everybody who's worked fantastically hard. We know at the Arts Council just how complicated it is to resolve all the issues that go with acquiring a building and the issues that will still come in shaping the building to the way you want it. It takes massive energy, it takes absolute stubborn commitment. And I'd like to pay tribute to everybody, not just in Kala Sangam, but also the other partners that have made this possible. So I look forward to coming back here in future occasions to see performances, to see the organisation at its very best, finally being able to deliver the potential that we knew that having this building would create for the organisation. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Andy. I'm sure we'd love to have you all back again for a variety of events which we plan to program into the space. Along with the support of the Arts Council, we came to Bradford, were based here and grew with the support of the Arts, Culture and Heritage Department of Bradford Council, and Jane Glaister has been a big support and seen us through to this space. She is, now I must get this right, it's a long title, Director of Arts, Culture, Heritage and Sports, I think. So may I please invite Jane, could you please come and say a few words?
Thank you, Geetha. I'm absolutely delighted to be here this evening. And Andy, I know exactly how long this project has taken, because the day after I was offered the job in Bradford, I was at an Arts Council meeting in London, and one of the officers came up to me and they said, "We hear you've been appointed to Bradford. We must talk to you about Kala Sangam." And that was April 2001. So it has taken that long to get us here. So this project has actually tracked my career in Bradford. And I have to say, it is so delightful to be here and for Kala Sangam to have a proper base in Bradford, because it has very much been part of Bradford. But it's been a frustration to all of us that it's never been particularly sort of seen as something that we can be proud of in Bradford and boast about. But the work of Kala Sangam, I know you're all aware, the quality of the work is outstanding. And that's something that I've always been impressed with, wherever I have seen them, whether it's in schools, in theatres, in community organisations, and all the various places that the dancers and the musicians work in. The quality of that product has been outstanding, and I think we should be very proud of that. And we've seen that tonight with the two dancers that we've seen. So I'm very delighted to be here, and I too look forward to seeing a range of both visual arts and performing arts programmes. I just want to really pay tribute to Dr. Geetha, because she has worked with tenacity, devotion, not driving me mad, because she does it with great charm, and she has been delightful, but she has never ever stopped in terms of getting stakeholders, and all of you here I'm sure have been approached and charmed by her at one time to make sure that this project happened. She and her staff have been a delight to work with, so it has been a great time, and we're going to have an even better future. Thank you.
Thank you, Jane. As we come to the end of the speeches, I have something to share with you. There is a gentleman I met long, long ago who was a real dreamer. He dreamt and dreamt. And one of the dreams he had was Kala Sangam. The founder of Kala Sangam wrote a poetry especially dedicated to this company. And I'd like to share that poetry with you through dance. To both of us, Kala Sangam and the other companies we run, like Sakar and Sanjeevani, are like our own children. So the soul is in this company. So I'd like to invite Dr. Upadhyaya to read his poetry, and I'd like to try and dance to it.
Good evening, Lord Mayor, Mayoress, and other people, well-wishers, friends, funders. It is a very proud moment for all of us here, and we thought that we would do something, dual act. And this poem I wrote in 1999, and the title of the poem is The River Dreams. And what we have here is a story. So the poem is a story, and it's also a journey. And what you have is a kind of personification where we are talking about the river, but it is actually Kala Sangam and other things. But what you will see in the poem is there are a lot of imageries in the poem, and the poem is full of, those kind of things, which is, it is a poem, but also sort of a lot of visual imageries are there. But the key messages in the poem is what I would like to say, that aspiration, ambition, determination, and continuation. And that's what the poem is going to depict. And Geetha has agreed to do the choreography for that. Thank you. I'll read it slowly, and you do have the poem in front of you, so we'll sort of go slowly. The little river, the restless river, kept on flowing. The sun asked it to stop, offered its shine. The trees wanted it to rest in their shade, and nature gave the rhythm and said, you are mine. The peacock wanted it to dance. The rainbow wanted it to romance. But river kept on flowing. No, I have to go far. Sorry, I have to be in motion till I meet the ocean. River met the ocean, danced on its bed, and rose. The clouds embraced the river. Lightning gave it a shiver. River, you are here, you are there, you are everywhere. The clouds swirl around. It is another scene. It is another ocean. River in its arms. It is another dance. River breaks loose. It has something else to choose. I have journeys to make for people's sake. First, there are drops, then drizzles, and then it pours, and once again, river flows. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure to do this for you, and I think this was something we started off with another trustee of Kala Sangam, Brian Lewis. So I'm really grateful for all the support the trustees have given as well. Now, we've come to end of all the talking, and we have to go for some nice tasty food upstairs. But before we go there, I'd just like to mention to you, we heard some nice music as you were in the foyer, and the gentleman's name is Imani. He's an excellent artist. He's going to be playing again, so do listen. We also have Lloyd's dance group. We work with a variety of artists. So as much as you saw classical, you're also going to see some break dance and the rest. We work with these groups with youth arts, so do have a look. And I also wanted to say a few words of thanks. This is the hardest part. We are really thankful to everyone from the bottom of our heart for all the support and seeing us through to this stage. But I do have to read through a few things, and I request your patience. Firstly, the Lord Mayor and the Lady Mayoress and Councillor Eaton. I saw her somewhere. Yes, who has been a big supporter of our work here. And I'd like to start by thanking our board first. The Board of Trustees, the past trustees, especially few of them who were very much involved in the capital project, who have now left and moved on. Tim Hindley, who is now in Birmingham. Harry Atkinson, who was here when the project started. And I see Andrew Wade, which I'm really delighted Andrew is with us. A big hand for Andrew Wade, who was our vice chair. He was in the building subcommittee, and he spearheaded the project till here. I also am very grateful to certain people in the Arts Council who have really worked very closely with this project. To start with, I'd like to thank Ivor Davis, who is in China now, I believe. So he has really been very closely with us for this project. Jane Moresco, our lead officer, who is not doing very well, and I hope she gets well soon. Of course, Andy, without fail. Beverly Dawson, I don't know if Beverly has come, who has been also very much involved in this project based in London. Eleanor Grant, Paul Lamb, who is our external monitor, who's very, very supportive, and two other consultants who worked with us, Anthony Blackstock and David Elford, who have really been very, very good and made us realize our right and wrong and so on and so forth. And the BMDC, there have been people who have really helped us. It's been an excellent partnership work with the BMDC and the Arts Council in enabling this to happen. And we never felt alone, because there was always Mike Cowlam at the end of a phone when I needed him. And many grateful thanks to Mike Cowlam and his colleagues, Mike Bell and his colleagues from the asset management who really helped us. And of course, somebody who brought the building, the idea of this building to us in the first place, Dave West. I don't know if Dave is around. But Dave West did a lot in the initial phases. And Ian Stewart, who was the chief executive at that time when the project started, he's moved on to Oxford, I think. He's retired, okay. Tony Reeves, the present chief executive. Tim Hurst and other members of Jane's department and Jane herself. Also, I would like to thank the Millennium Commission, Jerry Michel, who has been very, very understanding and very supportive. And I understand Judith Donovan may be here today. Oh, excellent. Thank you for coming. Judith was in the Millennium Commission, and Jerry suggested if she could come along. I'm really delighted you're here today. Also, members of the cathedral who have been helping us to sort of iron out many issues, and one special thanks to Julie Bowers, who's repeatedly opened up the doors to let many people in and out. MNB Partnership, and special thanks to Steve Sullivan, who was there, who used to call me every day at 8 o'clock and have long chats, which I miss very much. All the past trustees and the present trustees, an excellent team. And Mr. Kishore Shah, who was our chair when this project started, has been through long meetings and the rest of it. We have an excellent team. I also want to thank, special thanks to each one of the trustees, because each one has played a different role. Like we've had Mervyn and Salamji and Paul White, always looking at the money side of things and keeping us under control. So each one's played a wonderful role. Many, many thanks to all of them. We have an excellent team now, and I'm sure they're all around here somewhere. Can we have the team here, please? Rashmi, Ajit, Emma, Dawn. This is our wonderful team. Steve, yeah. I have few more people to thank. Davina Hart, who's got a real large heart. She's worked so hard. She makes this building come alive straight away, full of fun and laughter. Who's joined our team. Ansar and his team, who's helped us to do this much. A special thanks to Husainji, Positive Constructions, who's made this building turn around in record time, I think 2 or 3 weeks. Chris Turner and her colleagues, who are the new Social Services and Childcare Department, who've moved downstairs to let us access, and the rest. And very, very special thanks to somebody who's traveled all the way from London, my dear friend and wonderful consultant who we had, Nadia Stern. We owe everything to Nadia's guidance. But there are 2 people I can't forget who put us where we are. Somebody who started us, the very first toddler steps, who's not with us now, Mileva, who was our first dance officer, lead officer. She is now with Jabadeo, I hear. And I'm really grateful to her, and my guru, not in medicine, but in the art world, Yvonne Dean. And to our wonderful team here, who are always together to do any sort of thing, non-art things and artistic things. Many, many thanks to you all. Huge thanks to you all for being here. Please do enjoy the food, and the rest of the time do come back, and we'd love to see you at our performances, exhibitions, workshops, whatever. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. Can I introduce each one to you? Dawn Shaki, a wonderful visual artist, but she's leaving us to become an even better one, I think. She's going to do some mentoring course, and she's going to work with us as freelance. Ajit, everybody knows and has seen, I think. Ajit Singh, the tallest and the most useful to fix all these things sometimes. Rebecca, who is now the administrator and also helps a lot with marketing. Most of the leaflets, a new pack is in your little bag, which we would like to give you at the end. And the leaflets are all being designed by Rebecca. We have Emma, a star youth art officer, who works a lot with very, very difficult groups, such as offending teams, prison groups, and so on and so forth. Emma Melling. A visual artist, Pavan Sembi, who also has done some of the gifts in your bag. And Deepak Ji, who looks after the big lottery project with us, and he's a musician and a DJ and whatnot, photographer, etc. Wonderful dancer, Rashmi Sudhir, who's our learning and access manager, and Steve McCabe for finance. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Can I now invite you to please follow us to the mezzanine where food was served? Are you all not hungry as yet?